Hi and welcome. Today we are going to talk about the new Cyber Angel support. And she looks incredible, by the way. I love the art on this card. She's my favorite Cyber Angel so far. I really like the colors with the red and blue background. I hope it's going to be an ultra rare or a secret rare, because she looks just incredible. I just love the art on this card, and I really hope that she's going to be a high rarity card, because she's going to look amazing as a secret rare or an ultra rare, I'm just saying. So that's all I want to say before I start the video. So let's go over the card. And the card is Cyber Angel Nasatya. She's a light fairy ritual effect monster with level 5, 1000 attack, 1000 defense. So she's level 5. That's really good, because that's not too high of a level, so it's easy to kind of get to discard the cards to summon this card. If she was a level 10 or something, it would be a little bit harder to discard cards to summon her. But because she's level 5, that's going to be a lot easier. She only has 1000 attack and 1000 defense, so that's not too good, but she has 3 effects, so she has to at least have one good effect, right? You can ritual summon this card with Machine Angel Ritual. Yeah, that's expected. Effect number 1. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster you control, gain life point equal to half that monster's current attack. I love the first effect. You gain the current attack, and that's the best part about the effect, because if you gain a current attack, it doesn't. That means that if it was the original attack, you would only gain its original attack, but its current attack means that even if you increase the monster's attack, you still gain half of that, so that's really good. But it's one face-up monster you control, so you can only pick a monster you control, so you can't just pick your opponent's monster, but you can pick cards you control. So if you have a monster you control with high attack, you can gain half of that monster's current attack, which I love. So the first effect is really good. The second effect is, when a ritual monster you control is targeted for an attack, you can activate this effect, negate the attack. And this is not even once per turn, so technically, can't you just negate and negate and negate and keep negating attacks as long as you control ritual monsters? Say that you only have 2 ritual monsters on the field. Can't you just keep negating the attacks? I mean, if you can do that, that's incredible. I mean, this effect is just incredible if you just keep negating. So I like the second effect as well. I mean, right now, I love this card. I mean, the first and second effect, I love this card. That's all I have to say. Effect number 3 is, if this card is in your graveyard, you can banish one other Cyber Angel monster from your graveyard, then target one monster your opponent controls, special summon this card from your graveyard, and if you do, gain control over that target. Okay, I'm in love with this card. I have nothing to say about this card. This card I have to get 3 copies of. I'm just gonna say that straight up. The first effect, you gain the current attack of a monster you control as life points. That's just like half of it. You gain half of a monster you controls. You can target one face-up monster you control, gain life point equal to half that monster's current attack. Amazing, by the way. That's just really good. So half of a monster you control, you get that and life points. So say that you have a 3000 beater on the field and you activate the first effect, you gain 1500 life points. Amazing. I have nothing to say about the first effect. It's just good. The second one, you can pretty much negate all attacks. If you have 2 ritual monsters, when a ritual monster you control is targeted for attack, you can activate this effect, negate the attack. And it's not even once per turn. The first effect is once per turn. The second one is not. So you can technically just negate all attacks, I think. So that's pretty incredible if you can do that. I think that's how it works. And the last one is, I mean, it just makes this card broken. You can banish Cyber Angel in your graveyard, then you can target a monster your opponent controls, you special summon this card, and you gain control of the monster you targeted. And this is not once per turn. So, if this card goes to the graveyard again, you can use the effect again. I have nothing to say about this. You can just keep using these 2 effects, and that's what makes this card really good. The first one is once per turn, so you can only gain life points equal to the monster's current attack once per turn. But the 2 other ones, it's not once per turn, which is incredible because they are really, really good. I love this card. It's amazing to me. This card is really amazing. But we also have Machine Angel Absolute Ritual. You can tribute monsters in your hand, on your field, or shuffle fairy and warrior type monsters from your graveyard into your deck whose total levels equal the monster you ritual summon. And if you do ritual summon that Cyber Angel ritual monster from your hand. I like this card as well, because you can tribute monsters in your hand, on your field, and in your graveyard. You can shuffle them back into your deck. So you can shuffle cards from your graveyard back into your deck. That's just good in my opinion. And you can take monsters from your field and in your hand. And I like that. I do like this card. And it's from your graveyard into your deck, whose total levels equal the monster you try to ritual summon. So it has to be exactly the same. So say that you try to summon Cyber Angel Nasatya with the Machine Angel Absolute Ritual. You have to basically put cards from your hand, field, or in your shuffle back cards from your graveyard that equals level 5. So I think that's pretty much where this card becomes a little bit less good. But it's not impossible. That's just what I'm saying. It's just not impossible. I think that definitely Machine Angel Absolute Ritual has playability. I do like it. I do like it a lot, just because it's hand, field, and graveyard. And that you can shuffle back fairy and warrior type monsters really makes this good, because you can kind of put cards back into your deck if they have a lot of cards in your graveyard. And I like that. I like that you can put back cards from your graveyard to your deck. That to me is really good. So I think this card definitely has use. And you probably want to run 3 copies of this as well. Like, you want to run 3 copies of both of these, in my opinion, because I think both of them are really good. So yeah, and it has to be a Cyber Angel ritual monster when you use Machine Angel Absolute Ritual. You have to actually summon a Cyber Angel, of course, because you can't summon anything else. So, but I just like that it's hand, field, and you can shuffle cards from your graveyard back to your deck. I love that. But Nasatya to me is the best one. I mean, she is probably the card of the day. Just that you can gain a monster's current attack as life points, like half of a monster's current attack as life points, you can gain that. Amazing. And then you can negate attacks, just amazing. And you can probably negate a lot of attacks because it's not once per turn. So you can just keep negate, negate, negate. I like that. And the last effect, not once per turn. This is not even once per turn. You can banish Cyber Angel in your graveyard, you take control over one of your opponent's monsters, and special summon this card from your graveyard. I love it. I love this card so much. So what do you think about these 2 cards? Do you think these 2 cards are going to see any play in the future? Do you think these are going to make Cyber Angels competitive? I can only say this. I love Cyber Angels. I'm definitely picking them up. And nothing to say. Nasatya, Absolute Ritual. 2 amazing cards. But please tell me what you think in the comment section down below. And as always, comment, like, and subscribe.